Good evening, everyone. There we go. I'm here to welcome you. My name is Raylon Leaks-May. I'm the mayor of Ferndale, and I'm here to welcome you to our Juneteenth celebration. And to talk about Juneteenth a little bit and why we're here and what it means to me. Juneteenth is about resilience of people. It's about strength. It's about courage, and it's about not giving up. And I'm so proud to be in a community where we have such a diverse population that we help each other and we look out for one another. This Juneteenth reminds me that it's a great reason to, one, to continue to support Black businesses, to continue to support our students in our schools, to continue to support Black leadership and voting, because there was a time when none of this even existed for us, when it was just unheard of for us to have. So today, I know today is a holiday, but this is every day. It's about being strong, being together, and never giving up, because there were people who came before us who did not give up, and that's why we're here today, to be able to celebrate. So again, thank you for being here. I'd like to, one, recognize individuals in the audience who have come out to celebrate with us today, elected officials and leadership. I see our Mayor of Pleasant Ridge, Brett Scott, in the audience. Please raise your hand. I see council members. I would like to recognize Council Member Greg Pollica. I don't see them yet, but I will acknowledge other council members. Mayor, where? Ah, right there. I'd like to recognize Council Member Rolanda Kelly. And if they're able to make it, but I'd like for you to recognize them anyway, Mayor Pro Tem Laura Mikulski. And Council Member Donnie Johnson. I see that we have our Oakland County Commissioner, Charlie Cavell, in the audience. I see that we have representation from Helena Scott's office, Greg Humphreys. And I'd also like to recognize our school superintendent, Camille Hibbler. And Deputy Superintendent Felicia Searless. Yes. You have a hyphenated name like me. Sometimes they get jumbled, but okay. I'd like to start with our first guest speaker. Our guest speaker, I remember a year ago, our guest speaker, our guest speaker is also an elected. I'd like to acknowledge her as well. Guest speaker Alyssa Sullivan from Hazel Park City Council. Now, speaking of Alyssa, a year ago we had a Juneteenth celebration, and she came up with a term that has never left my mind. I thought it just was spot on, and it just meant so much, and this is why I keep using it. Thank you, Alyssa. She calls our sisters, our city, sister cities, so sibling cities, and I just think that's really important because municipalities need to stick together. It's more difficult, it's harder to run municipalities and have the resources we need. To be able to work together is better than working apart and separate. So I would like to introduce Alyssa Sullivan up to the podium to speak about an opportunity for students.
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate this opportunity. Ooh, I almost knocked it right out. I want to also thank everybody for letting me be here and participate in this. And I'm here as a representative, the Mayor Pro Tem of Hazel Park, but also the President of the Hazel Park Arts Council. And we started this initiative last year, but it's part of our continued Sibling Cities initiative. And the Hazel Park Arts Council invites high school juniors and seniors currently enrolled in Hazel Park or Ferndale schools to apply for the opportunity to win one of two $1,000 art scholarships. Students can submit art June 1st through June 15th, and the winners will be announced at this year's Hazel Park Art Fair, which is happening the end of August. Applications can be submitted online, www.hpart.org. Again, any student that is enrolled in any school that is a junior or senior can be considered for this scholarship, these two scholarships, and I look forward to seeing the applications this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Alyssa. And before we move on to the next speakers, which happen to be our phenomenal students, I would like to acknowledge Spencer Verhagen from Oakland County here. This is one of my favorite parts of the ceremony. We're going to have Diamond Williams, 8th grade, come up and speak.
Freedom's just, oh, wait, can you hear me? Freedom's gentle touch, a warmth that's rare, a feeling of release from chains that's once did bend and snare. The shackles of oppression, broken and laid bare, no longer do we live in the shadows of despair. The weight of servitude lifted from our shoulders, broad we walk with our heads held high. Our footsteps no longer slow, the cries of I am free, echoing through the land as we claim our right's place. Hand in hand, the taste of liberty, a sweet and savory delight, a flavor that has been denied for far too long a night. We savor every moment for this newfound freedom light, and we know that we are equal in the eyes of the fight. No longer bounded by shackles of prejudice and free, we stand united as one, our voices loud and clear. Our voices rise like thunder, a roar that shakes the ground as we demand our rights and make our freedom loud. Freedom is not just words, a feeling deep inside, a sense of belonging to a world where we can reside, where our hearts are free to soar and our souls can take flight. We love and equality reign. Our justice shines with all its might. So let us cherish this freedom and never take it for granted, for we know the struggles that came before, the sacrifice that we planted. Let's honor those who fought for our rights and destiny and keep marching forward and towards a better destiny. For freedom is just not a dream, a reality we achieve, a gift has been given to us through the struggles we conceive. So let us celebrate this freedom and never let it fade away, for we are free at last and we will never stray.
All right, that is an 8th grade voice speaking. Watch out. Our next speaker is, and forgive me if I mispronounce this, but Jameer Howard Peak, 8th grade.
Hello, my name is Jameer Howard Peak. Freedom is you. You are freedom. Freedom belongs to you. It's something you're born with, not something you have to fight for or earn. To live free, you have to be you, free from judgment of what anyone else think, what anyone else think is right. You have to shine. Be proud of freedom. Be proud of who you are. Do whatever feels right. What makes you happy, and show everyone what freedom means to you. The 19th Amendment states that the right of citizens, the right of the citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or any state on account of sex. Now, that's just one example of freedom. Not only freedom, equality for all genders, making everyone feel equal. For some, it is just an amendment, but for others, it's a historical moment in history. The impact it had on others was powerful, taking those who felt less equal and making them feel important to society. What freedom means to me is for a person to feel accepted no matter what their race, gender, or sexuality is, to let their soul be free and loved in today's society. In a world of confusion and hate, for people to feel loved and wanted by their equals. What freedom means to me is to let your true self be free, accepted, and loved for who you truly are. I am no bird, no nest should ensure me. I am a free human being with independent will. Those are famous words by Dr. King, meaning that you don't have to hide who you are from society or fear to be accepted. Thank you.
Two for two, another eighth grader. Our next speaker is Kyla Williams, sixth grade.
Hi, I'm Kyla, and this is what freedom means to me. In fields where wild winds dance and play, in skies where dreams take flight each day, there lies a kingdom where souls can soar, where chains of doubt are felt no more. Free from stereotypes and injustices, with no fear. The fear that was there just disappeared. Freedom, a whisper in the breeze, a melody that knows no keys. Not being judged for being black and not getting stereotyped that I'm going to attack. It sings in every heart's in hue, in forest deeps and oceans blue. It's in the laughter of a child, in mountains tall and forests wild, in open plans where spirits roam, in finding solace, peace, and home. Freedom's canvas paints the sky with colors bold, it does defy. Unbound, it spreads across the land, but you can't escape the hate with just one hand. It's encouraged to be true, to chase the dreams we once withdrew, to break the shackles and seize the day and walk our own uncharted way. In every voice that dares to speak, in every peak that dares to peak, in every heart that beats its drum, freedom sings, you are welcome, come. So let us raise our voices high beneath the vast and endless sky, and let our spirits roam unchained, for freedom's embrace we're sustained.
You, sixth grade. All right. I'd like to, before we move on to the next speaker, I see we have some other guests here, and I would like to acknowledge them. I'd like to acknowledge Ferndale School Board President, Sandra Dukey. And I'd like to acknowledge Ferndale School Board's trustee, Jonathan Turner. Now, before I continue, I want to make sure that I'm not missing anybody else. It's important. You worked hard to be in your position, and I'm honored to be able to acknowledge you. All right, our next speaker is Ms. Camille Hibbler, Ferndale Public Schools Superintendent.
Good evening. Good afternoon, Ferndale. Good evening. It's an honor and a privilege to stand before you on this momentous occasion. Today we gather not only to raise a flag, but to lift our voices, our spirits, and our hearts in celebration of Juneteenth, a day that symbolizes the true meaning of freedom, the essence of Black excellence, and the strength of our community. Juneteenth, June 19th, 1865, marks the day when the last enslaved African Americans in Galveston, Texas, learned of their freedom, 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation had been signed. This day, often called Freedom Day, is a powerful reminder that freedom, justice, and equality are never simply given. They are fought for and earned through resilience, sacrifice, and an unwavering commitment of what is right. As we reflect on the significance of Juneteenth, let us remember that it is more than a historical milestone. It is a living testament to the enduring spirit of Black people who, despite unimaginable adversity, have risen, thrived, and excelled. This day honors our ancestors' struggles and triumphs and serves as a beacon of hope and an inspiration for future generations. Black excellence is not just a phrase. It is a reality we see every day in our schools, our communities, and our world. It is the brilliance of our students who excel in academics, arts, athletics. It is the dedication of our teachers and our staff who nurture and empower young minds. So today, as we raise this flag, we are not just commemorating the end of physical bondage. We are also celebrating the ongoing fight for freedom from systemic oppression, discrimination, and inequality. We acknowledge the work that remains and commit ourselves to continuing the struggle for a future where every person, regardless of race, has the opportunity to thrive. The significance of freedom is profound. It is the foundation upon which dreams are built and futures are forged. It is the right to live with dignity, to pursue one's passions, and to reach one's full potential. Freedom is not just the absence of chains, but the presence of opportunity, justice, and peace. It is the promise of a society where all voices are heard, all contributions are valued, and all people are treated with respect. In Ferndale, it's okay, I'm wrapping up. In Ferndale, we stand together, prouder, stronger, and more united than ever. We honor the legacy of those who have come before us and reaffirm our commitment to build a community where everyone can flourish. Let this Juneteenth be a call to action, a reminder that we must remain vigilant and proactive in our pursuit of equality and justice. So as we raise the Juneteenth flag today, let it symbolize our collective resolve to uphold the values of freedom, excellence, and unity. Let it remind us of the power and pride of the Black community and our shared responsibility to create a world where freedom truly means freedom for all. So thank you, Ferndale, for joining in this celebration. Together, let us continue to honor our past, elevate our present, and inspire our future. Happy Juneteenth.
Thank you, Superintendent Camille Hibbler. So, as we come to the conclusion of our ceremony, I invite you all to come outside as we raise the flag together. Students, if you would like, I would like you to come join me directly around the flagpole because I think that we're here for you. So I'd like you to join me personally in raising that flag. Let's go outside, please, everyone. And thank you for being here.